So, first things first, guys, how are you?
Well, doing pretty fine. We just had an interview and we're gonna do some rehearsals today in the Bullet Sound studio. So it's an exciting day.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Are it exciting times now?
Well, yeah, our release is going pretty well, and we got some radio play, and we're going to perform our new single live on the radio tomorrow. So
For the first time.
Okay.
So
That's
that's
pretty
crazy. Yeah, because we never played live. We only do things in the studio, and we of course we did some DJ sets because we were like the real DJ duo. But now we switched to pop, and now it's more like playing live and interacting with the audience and just improvising, and that's really
nerve-wracking.
Nerve-wracking as well. Yeah.
Well, before we talk about, like you say, the playing live and the music that you've been releasing lately, I'd like to go back to the beginning quickly.
Of course.
Do you remember the first time you saw each other?
Oh wow!
I think I do.
Yes,
Well, not.
really?
Yeah, I think so because it was on our high school. Is it high school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was high school.
Yeah, and it was like in the breaks, in the
Yeah,
when
well,
we had lunch.
we both got a friend,
We got
and he introduced us.
Yeah, he did.
That's the first.
And the first time I really
Love
met
me?
you, fell in love with you. It was when we had a party and we slept on the bank, on the sofa of
couch,
of a friend of us, which is where we actually met.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
At that point, around the first meeting, did you know of each other that you liked music, that music was something important?
No, not at all.
No,
No.
not at all.
No.
We didn't even knew we. Well, it was funny because everyone says like, and who introduced to who, and but we both had nothing. We just liked house music, I think, or what was it? No, not even.
No, not even.
No, we liked Sean Paul and and Dr.
Top
Dre.
30.
And then we just met, and for my birthday I got like a DJ set, and I invited you like, do you want to come and play?
No.
And it was like that. Yeah,
seriously.
yeah, and
It was a big test or something.
yeah, and he just played and I thought like, okay, cool, and he was like a cool kid with cool clothes, and I was like a bit nerdy, so it was for me it was like the combination. I knew things, and he had the looks and the performance. And
It's still that way.
but it's true, and then it just clicked, and we had a musical click, which is very important.
Yeah.
And then we had one evening when we made some music together, and we laughed so hard about the same things, and then we just knew, right, this is gonna be something.
Right.
Yeah.
It's very interesting because you say you got a DJ set. Did you ask for it or did somebody give it to you?
Yeah, I asked for it. Yeah. I later on sold it as well.
Yeah, you started with
No.
with
Yeah,
little production.
Little
and
production,
stuff.
just a joke.
But do you know why you asked for it? Why you wanted to play music?
No, I played guitar actually.
Okay.
And I wanted to record some guitar things, and then but just nothing, not for real, nothing. Just
No plan. Or
no
something,
plans.
yeah.
But so then you notice you have a musical click. Was it in the sense that you had the same tastes or that?
Well, not that much, but when we were in the studio, we had the same idea where a track should go or something.
Right.
That's the thing, yeah.
I think that's it. Because Jel is listening to way other music than I do, and
Did and
did. Yeah, there's
yeah, not anymore that much, but
No.
but then he was more like hip hop, and I was more like rock because I play the guitar as well.
Sure.
But we both like the production side of music, and we both liked how is this made and how do you connect something
and
like
performing.
this and performing as well. Yeah.
And how long from that moment you say that night when you left and you noticed you had a good connection? How long from that point till you made a track that you were proud of, that you thought,
well, the first track was really cool, of course, but it sounded like shit.
It was a long time. Man.
I think it took a year to have like a track that you can play in a club or something, and people think, oh, this is a dance track, because before that it was pretty weird and strange and stuff. But
yeah.
I think it took a year.
It took a year, yeah, something like that, yeah. Yeah.
Cancueno.
Which track was this?
It was something with a weird trumpet or something.
Yeah, it was under an alias we did. First we had another name because we were
Not gonna
just
mention
sorting
that
thing out, and it was a track that was more Latin vibe, and we sampled like a trumpet, and it got released on a really small label as well. But just to test things out, and
well, DJ Jean played it.
DJ Jean played it actually, yeah.
So what was that like? Because you mentioned DJs. So what was that like to have people?
Wow.
Try
Well,
to
I
pick up?
remember one night I was going to a club near my hometown, and Vater Gonzalez was playing.
True.
And I heard he was playing that track, so I thought I would go. And when he played it, I was going
You were
mental.
yeah,
Seriously,
it was
there
sick.
was a live goal or something. Yeah.
Because and I heard from a friend that we were on national Dutch radio, just like in a mix on like 4 o'clock in the morning, and my heart goes like, oh my god, our track's on the radio. Oh my god, never heard it by the way.
No,
just someone told me.
Yeah.
So yeah, just those small things were really exciting for us, and we first got picked up. Our track was played in front of I think 14,000 people by Martin Solveig.
Oh yeah, that was the remix.
Yeah, it was a
was
remix we did for some track.
big
And,
in Japan.
No, even earlier. I think it was a remix on Britney Spears.
Oh, true.
Yeah, and he played it, and
he played it,
and, and I was so psyched, and I was so
Yeah, I've watched
Yeah.
that video like
20,000 times. It's sick, yeah.
And I'd like to fast forward a little bit now because, well, then things started taking off. You play shows everywhere.
yes.
This whole house thing that you're doing, and then there comes a point that you think, well, this isn't it. We want to do something else. Do you remember that point?
Yeah, very well.
Well, yeah, it started slowly, of course, because it was really fun to tour the world and to make that music because we really liked it at that point.
Sure.
But I can't remember the exact point, but
Well, there was a point where we looked each other in the eyes, and it was in your house, and we just said to each other, well, this is not gonna work. If we're gonna do this, we're gonna do it totally different, or even not, because we were just getting assignments where we needed to make a beat which was just copied from someone else. We had to make something we didn't like, and we got a writer's block. We got and if you're a magician, hey, if you're a musician, one thing you don't want is a writer's block, because it's like a construction worker who will lose his arms. It's crazy.
yeah.
So
yeah,
I talked to him, and I was like, yeah, it's not gonna work. Or we're gonna do it, and we're gonna do it completely different, or we're gonna quit right now and just go work at a supermarket. And
true.
and we did it, and we actually
It
we
was pretty
stopped.
scary to do.
It was pretty scary.
Yeah, I was going to ask, because that is taking a risk, because you don't know
Huge
what will
risk.
happen.
No,
So what was that like, that thought process, those
fucked up. Sorry.
No, that's fine, you can
Yeah, seriously, it was.
It was
It
so
was pretty
scary.
hard
It
to
was-
do because we had a good career, we were making money and shit, so we could afford it to do it. And afterwards, it's nice to say that it worked because we're coming on the radio and
Yeah.
shit. But it's like 2 years and you don't know where it's going. So
It's crazy. It's
It's
so
it's
scary.
scary,
It is
yeah.
every morning you just go to the studio and just like, oh my God, let it be a good day.
Yeah.
But somehow you get the energy of making music you love, which keeps you up, just keeps you making more music, because it's music that comes from your heart and not from your brain,
right.
right?
Yeah.
So it was a totally different world for us. But then it was very, very scary. It sincerely was.
yeah, seriously.
And now looking back, like you said, it's oh cool, you took the risk. Oh, great, you're gonna change. But it was so scary.
Yeah.
We got. I mean,
It was this or nothing.
it was this or nothing. Yeah, yeah.
When then did you notice that you were on the right track, that this could work? That's
Well, when labels started asking about us again.
They keep calling. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and big publishings and managements and shit. And yeah.
Everybody was calling at the same time, like almost in the same week.
Yeah.
Because we made 18 tracks in 1 year where we didn't release at all, just some minor things. But it was so scary because we made, I think, 18 full tracks, like an album,
I think so too, yeah.
and we just sent it out. Just not even really hard. Just here is some music, and all of a sudden, all the managements, all the labels, everybody was calling at the same time. It was so crazy. We had something new.
Yeah.
It was
But we didn't knew we had it.
With these 18 tracks that you mentioned, what was kind of the mindset behind those tracks? What did you want to get at with those tracks?
Well, we started working with songwriters, so there was a whole new world. We didn't even know that it was there.
Yeah.
Because we make club tracks and you don't need vocals and writing and shit. But yeah.
Well, it's crazy because when we made music, there was always the same arrangement in a track where it's just like a breakdown, a build up, a drop. You know, it's the same thing.
128 BPM.
But we never heard of, for example, a bridge in a song. Which is crazy because of course there's a bridge in a song where it's a story you have to tell, like from A to Z. So yeah, that's what we learned in a year. Like we had session with real musicians and they were telling us stuff we didn't even knew existed. No. So there was a whole new level for music for us, and that was such an experience. So with those 18 tracks, we really wanted to show that we are really making music right now. We want to perform it live, and we want to tell a story. We want to tell our story. Like, don't get in a box. Don't do what thinks that works. Just do whatever you think works for yourself. And that's, I think, what we want to explain in those 18 tracks.
That's a great quote, bro.
Thanks, bro.